Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Arpitronics tutorial. This video is specially made for you guys to clear an idea about electronics. This video based on introduction to digital communication and basically pulse communication. If you like this, please share, subscribe and press the bell icon. Now pulse modulation. The modulation classified into two basic categories, namely continuous wave modulation and pulse modulation. In continuous wave modulation, the carrier is sinusoidal in nature. Examples are AM, FM and phase modulation. In pulse modulation, carrier is in the form of train of rectangular pulses. Pulse modulation can be either analog or digital. The types of modulation are analog modulation and digital modulation. Analog divided into amplitude, angle and pulse analog modulation, where angle modulation is frequency and phase modulation, while pulse analog modulation divided into PAM, PWM, PPM. The digital modulation are PCM, DM, differential PCM and adaptive delta modulation. In this video, I will explain you PAM, PWM and PPM. Now comparison between continuous wave and pulse modulation. In continuous wave modulation, carrier is sinusoidal. Examples are amplitude, frequency and phase modulation. Here digital modulation is not possible. In this, amplitude, frequency and phase will change with modulating signal or vary with modulating signal. It is useful in radio TV broadcasting. It is simpler and less costly. While pulse modulation, train of rectangular pulses are used. Example of PAM, PWM, PPM, PCM, etc. PCM and DM are digital modulation. Therefore, digital modulation is possible in pulse modulation. In this, amplitude, width or position will vary according to the modulating signal. It is useful in satellite communication, but the circuit is complex and costly. Now, advantages and disadvantages of pulse modulation are: first, digital modulation such as PCM and delta modulation are possible in pulse modulation, which is not possible in continuous wave modulation. The performance of all pulse modulation scheme is very good in presence of noise. It is useful for communication between spaceship and Earth. The two main disadvantages of pulse modulation are large bandwidth is required and second one is more complex and expensive. Now sampling theorem and sampling process. Sampling can be defined as the conversion of analog signal into discrete form by taking the sampling frequency as twice the input. Analog signal frequency, the reciprocal of sampling frequency is known as sampling period is known as sampling frequency. Here this is continuous signal. It is given to the sampler and at the output of sampler we get discrete time signal as shown in figure. Next, the types of sampling. Three types of samplings are used: ideal, natural and flat top sampling. In ideal sampling, train of impulses are used, while in natural and flat top, train of finite duration of pulses are used. In ideal sampling, multiplier is used in circuit arrangement, while in natural and flat top sampling, chopper and sample and hold circuit is used. The bandwidth requirement of ideal sampling is very high, while in natural and flat top sampling, it increases with reduction in pulse width. The effect of noise is more in ideal sampling, while medium in natural and flat top sampling. The waveform shows what is the ideal sampling here according to the sine waveform. The samples are there. Here the train of finite duration of pulses are used, and here the flat top sampling, the flat top of the pulses are flat here, that is shown in figure. Now the first pulse amplitude modulation system. The pulse amplitude modulator consists of low pass filter, multiplier and pulse train generator. The continuous signal or analog signal is given to the low pass filter here, and where it higher frequency components are removed, the pulse train generator generates a pulse train at the frequency of Fs. The value of Fs is such that it is greater than or equal to Fm, and thus the Nyquist criteria is satisfied. Here the waveform, PAM waveform is there. This is the input wave or masses signal. This is the sampling signal, and according to the amplitude of waveform, the amplitude of the carrier signal or sampling signal will change, which produces the PAM signal here. Now, advantages and disadvantages of PMR. There are not many advantages of PAM other than the simplicity in generation and detection. But the disadvantages are effect of additive noise is maximum and it cannot be removed easily. Transmission bandwidth is too large and transmitted power is not constant, it will change it. Next, pulse width modulation. In this, a sawtooth waveform is given or applied to the comparator. The comparator output will remain high as long as the amplitude of modulating signal is higher than the RAM signal. That is, comparator 1 output is PAM signal while comparator another output is sawtooth generator. The output of comparator will produces according to comparison. The width of the signal changes according to the modulating signal. Therefore, it produces PWM signal at the output of comparator. This is the waveform of PWM circuit. This is sawtooth waveform or carrier waveform. This is the masses signal and this is the width modulation, pulse width modulation. That is the width of signal is varies. Next is PWM detection. The received PWM signal passes through pulse generator which regenerates PWM without noise. That is, the output of pulse generator is again PWM waveform but there is no noise. It is provided to RAM generator and reference pulse generator. The reference pulse generator are synchronized to leading edge of the regenerated PWM pulses but delayed by fixed interval. Regenerated PWM also applied to the RAM generator to get constant slope ramp for the duration of the pulses. The output of the adder clipped at threshold level to generate the PAM signal. Low pass filter is used to recover the original modulating signal back from the PAM signal. That is, the output of low pass filter is your PWM signal. Now, advantages and disadvantages of PWM signal. It has good noise immunity. Synchronization between transmitter and receiver is not essential. It is possible to reconstruct PWM signal from noise. Disadvantages are due to variable pulse width, average power transmitted can be as low as 50% of the maximum power. And second one is bandwidth required for PWM is large as compared to PAM. Now PPM. PPM means pulse position modulation. PPM signal can be generated from PWM signal. PWM pulses obtained at the comparator applied to the negative edge trigger monostable multivibrator. That is, this comparator generates PWM waveform. That PWM waveform is applied to monostable multivibrator. Here monostable multivibrator it is negative edge trigger and therefore when negative edge comes, the output will changes. Hence, at each trailing edge of PWM, the monostable output goes high and remains high for a fixed time decided by resistor and capacitor, that is RC component inside the multivibrator. Thus, at the trailing edges of PWM keeps shifting in proportion with the modulating signal, PPM pulses also keeps shifting. These are the waveform. The position of the pulses will change according to the trailing edge of the sawtooth generator. Next, demodulation of PPM. The pulse generator generates pulse waveform applied to reset pin of SR flip-flop. Here we use pulse generator, reference pulse generator, SR flip-flop, PWM demodulator. The fixed period reference pulses applied to set pin of SR flip-flop. Due to set and reset applied, we get PWM signal at the output. The PWM signal can be demodulated using PWM demodulator which produces the output signal. That is PPM, original signal, modulating signal. This is demodulation of PPM. Now advantages and disadvantages of PPM are, it has good noise immunity. Possible to reconstruct PPM signal from noise contaminated signal as in PWM. Transmitted power always remains constant. The disadvantages are synchronizing pulses are required and common disadvantage is large bandwidth is required. Now the summary, PAM versus PWM versus PPM. The carrier type uses strain of pulses in all of them, while variable characteristic is amplitude in PAM, width in PWM, position in PPM. Bandwidth requirement is low in PAM while high in PWM and PPM. Noise immunity is low in PAM, high in PWM and PPM. Amplitude variation is there in PAM, width variation in PWM, while position variation takes place in PPM. The transmitted power varies with amplitude, varies with width, and in PPM it remains constant. The generation of PAM is very complex, PWM is easy, while PPM is complex. Similarity is, it is similar to AM, it is similar to PM, and it is similar to PM also. The output waveform is, here the amplitude varies, here the width of pulses varies, and here the position of pulses varies according to the modulating signal. Thank you.